while for him to notice. It took a while for him to see. He was never in control here. It was always Christy Lee. Christy Lee, Christy Lee. Christy Lee, Christy Lee. Oh, the man took a calculated gamble. Yes, the man had the power to perform. But Christy Lee was more than he knew how to handle. She didn't need him as a man. All she wanted was the heart. They say that Joe became a wino. They say he always drinks alone. They say he stumbles like a blind man. They say he sold the saxophone. Even the band must face the music. That's what the moral is to me. The only time you hit the high notes is when you play for Christy Lee. Christy Lee, Christy Lee. Christy Lee, Christy Lee. Christy Lee, Christy Lee. Christy Lee, Christy Lee.
Hey, what's up, NSC? How you doing? Yeah, I needed this too. I needed this to happen. I'm kind of excited. I did blow my load a little bit already by uploading a Billy Joel. I was trying to wait to put his music out before we talked about his album, but I put one of his songs out, I think, yesterday. So anyway, yeah, that's it from Billy Joel for now. That was what is the album called?
An Innocent Man.
An Innocent Man. Yeah, I really just bought it for a couple of songs. Damn it, I'm drawing a blank on what they were now. Can you hand me that album so I can at least show it off? I bought it for a couple of songs, and I was surprised that there were, 2 or 3 other songs on there that were actually pretty good. Let's see. I got it for The Longest Time and for Uptown Girl, and I think I've uploaded Uptown Girl already. I think that's what I put out yesterday. So anyway, those were really the only 2 reasons that I bought this. It was basically because of songs from my childhood, brought back good memories. Actually, what I was telling my son, Uptown Girl and The Longest Time was one of some of the first songs I remember listening to as a kid in preschool and daycare, because they used to put us down for naps and they'd put the soft rock on, and it was one of Billy Joel's songs, or it was that song Jesse's Girl. I can't remember who sings that. But anyway, I just remember hearing these songs every day as, I was trying to force myself to take a nap and just singing along with them. So I didn't even know who fucking sung a lot of these songs. And kind of find out Billy Joel sang quite a bit. I'm looking for his first album that has the Piano Man on it, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm open to more albums. I was surprised. Like I said, I the song we started out with, and there's a couple of more that were actually pretty decent songs. That weren't necessarily radio hits or whatever.
Right, or overly popular.
So anyway, I will be putting out The Longest Time. At some point, I've got it uploaded and ready to go, and I'll be putting out a couple of more from this album. On the uploads. I did have to do Billy Joel and a couple others yesterday on this channel because we got 2 strikes on the other channel.
We got a comment down.
So and these were untested artists, so I didn't know if they were going to hit us with copy strike. Then we have room for error on this channel. So fire away, fellas. Try to get our channel taken down. Let us know if Billy Joel's cool. You know what I mean? And
Billy Joel is most definitely not cool.
Probably not.
I'll let you know that
He's
now.
probably not ultimately cool, but he seems like a cool guy. Anyway, I did look up some fun facts about him. I think he's 5'5". He did seem awful short in his videos, looking back.
That's fair.
But man, what a songwriter! What a great artist from yesteryear. Still alive, still out there making
Really?
music. Yeah, he's
I didn't
still.
fucking know that.
Yeah, he's still singing, still playing music. So anyway, kind of the doo-wop era, into the end of the doo-wop era. But I always kind of liked the old gangster, Italian mafia doo-wop boys. You know what I mean? That whole type of vibe. So
With the quartets and shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what you get with a lot of this album. So anyway, that's it for that. We're gonna go
For
ahead and
now,
put
we-
that aside. Like I said,
have that
I'm
later.
looking out for his first album that has the Piano Man, and I'm open to buying more of his albums as long as they're reasonably priced. I do have an unboxing to do here. I thought it was I thought it was funny. I thought with using my email and using my credit card and my real name, that they would use my real name, but they actually used my YouTube name somehow. I'm not sure how that worked.
We can't show it that much.
I already marked out the address.
Oh, okay.
I have doxed our address recently, but I tried to mark out the address. But you can see that it says Treach Shifskin shipped to. This is a very, very rare album. In fact, there was literally not one in the United States.
We had to go to fucking UK.
Yeah,
for
the
this
UK was the only place that had some. There were only a couple. They were only on eBay. They weren't even on Amazon. No copies for sale on Discogs. Nothing like that. So
We are very proud to present this for you.
we didn't even know this album existed, but I did a little digging, and y'all know I'm a big War fan. I've got basically all their albums, and
Practically a song a day sort of person.
yeah, I've got basically all their albums. This might no, I think there's still the one with all the hands doing the W.
Yeah, the war symbol.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 different colored
Four,
hands
Pretty sure.
on the cover. We're still looking for that one. But this was very rare. This is War's Platinum
Platinum
Funk
Funk.
album. And we're super stoked because, we love the funk here. We like to upload a lot of funky music, even bad funky music sometimes. We haven't started our series of terrible music, but we've been joking about it.
Well, we've been showing off here and there when we can, for sure.
So anyway, we're unboxing this together. This came from the
Yeah,
UK.
this is a blind listen for
Let's see
everyone
here.
here.
See if it. Lawton, Essex, Great Britain.
Essex, yeah.
Yeah. So it took a long time to get here. I was hoping that it would have been here last week. Luckily, it made it in just in time for today's
Is
show.
there fragrance on the package? Something smells
It
fucking
smells
good.
kind of good. I can't figure out why it would smell kind of good.
Well,
Anyway, let's
smells
pull
like
this
it,
out
okay.
here.
For a little perspective, it smells like it was like dosed in perfume. Doused. There we go.
It does smell
smelled like it
perfumey.
was-
Maybe the cardboard was stinky, so they wanted to make it smell a little better.
Maybe.
Is that something that people do in the UK? Is y'all
Perfume their packages.
perfume your packaging so that there's no foul odors when you open it? I've never actually. Well, I say I'd never. I had a girlfriend, a fiance, sort of, when I was in the military that would send me perfumed pictures and shit.
That
and
makes
letters.
sense. All right.
That's different. You know what I mean?
This
That
is someone's vinyl.
yeah.
that they
This
sent
is
to us.
this is a perfumed, very rare, a super rare because it actually smells good. Vinyl. Let me make sure there's nothing else in there.
We got
All
an
right. Let the dogs
extra layer
have it
of
that.
scent.
They did double cardboard it, so I appreciate that. So there shouldn't have been any problems in shipping. Let's just pull it out here. All right, this is a original. This is supposed to be an original print from '76, I believe. '77. Platinum Funk.
And it looks clean.
Very, very good
Ooh.
condition. You can tell that it's aged. You know, it's got some dirt, aged dirt on it. I see. I don't know what you would call that. A little bit of a scuff there on the cover.
It looks like a water stain. Maybe someone dropped a little bit of water on it.
But anyway, yeah. Platinum Funk from War, man. Let me check the disc out.
I mean, depending on what he's feeling like, we might just play this album until
we get
struck. Yeah.
Struck. Like I said, I got room for error. Oh yeah, the disc looks great.
Ooh, yeah.
Looks great. It's got the original print. I had dug in a little further. The reason why there are no now there's one, but there were no versions of this in the United States for sale, is because they only released this in the UK.
They made this for
they
English
only
people.
Released War's Platinum
Alone.
Funk album in the UK.
Beer stain, yeah.
So
I like that.
so they are. It is a licensed by the United Kingdom right there.
Yep. Whenever you're
I
ready,
guess
we
this
can
is
pop
owned
off.
by the Queen or the King now. This isn't necessarily my album. This is,
owned by the UK.
Yeah, it's owned by the royal family, maybe. I don't know. Oh, I like it's got the call-outs right there on the packaging, too, so I can make sure that matches.
Is this the same album as Platinum Jazz, or is this a different album?
It's a different album. Now, they do have some, like the River Niger is in here.
Okay.
So they've got a couple of old hits.
That makes sense. But
no, only one. All these others I've never heard of. L.A. Sunshine, War is Coming, and I Got You on this side one. Side two is the River Niger, of course. Slowly We Walk Together, and Platinum Jazz.
Okay.
So
I'm kind of stoked for this.
I'm super stoked because it's supposed to be their funkiest album, right? So we'll just put it on side one and
let's just keep
maybe
it going.
just start it. Let's just fucking listen to this album, you guys.
Everyone together.
Yeah. Hopefully you enjoy War. Just before he gets going on that, if you're not aware, the band War was formed with the idea of the war against racism, the war against hate. The war was against the system that be, the oppressions that hold people down, and divide us by our skin color. So the whole idea with Eric Burden and War, and I guess Lonnie Jordan and the lowrider band that they have to call themselves, was just unity and jamming. They were probably one of the first real jam bands.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh my God. Just kind of putting down a musician's note here. War is one of the best albums to just pick up your favorite instrument and just go the fuck at.
Or just play while you're cleaning or whatever.
Dude, very listenable.
Yeah, they're
listenable.
Really good band. One of my favorites. And I'm a new fan for the most part. And I remember some of their radio hits. Like "The World Is a Ghetto" and stuff like that. Of course, the Lowrider song, but.
Cisco Kid.
But yeah, it was just like with Billy Joel as a kid. I didn't really know who was singing that shit. I just liked the song. Once I got into vinyls and started buying them, and specifically War and Eric Burden's albums, they're just a breed apart. They're a different cut. You know what I mean?
The vibe is immaculate.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and start this. This was War is Coming, I believe, the first one. And we'll take a break after that. Actually, I got that at a very decent price. I ended up paying, I think, almost more for the shipping than I did for the actual album. It was like 20 something euros, 23 euros, something like that. And then it was around the same for shipping. So all in all, I spent about $50 for an album that, you can't find in America. So it seemed like
Genuinely rare.
yeah. Well, the album was only like 20 something for me, but the shipping, you really can't add shipping costs into that kind of thing. So
That's fair.
yeah, Slipping in the Darkness, Gypsy Man, fucking Cisco Kid.
You
I
did
mean, we
not
could
read
just
the
keep.
second part of that sentence.
No, I didn't. I didn't read all of it. I'm a Gemini. I tend to read the first and the last paragraph of first sentence and
Cisco
last
Kid is
sentence
good.
of a paragraph, and think I know what the whole thing said. So anyway, enough of me being a fucking jackass. War's been great. Yeah, I've actually got my whole collection on Discogs.
Discogs is a website where you can kind of look up different albums, different LPs or CDs, and you can also list them for sale or buy.
Yeah, and it tells you basically the price range of
Yeah.
what they've been selling for, what's the top end of what people are asking, what the low end people are asking.
Good place to just list your shit.
Yeah, it's kind of like I can't remember.
It's like the
what
eBay
you would
for
go to for
fucking-
baseball cards and shit, but it's for LPs.
It's like kind of like a grading
Yeah,
an LP instead of grading a card.
and they actually, a lot of those guys are real audiophiles, so they get in there and they'll tell you there's all kinds of information about the bands, where the print was made. You'd be surprised, man. There's like one band will have 3 or 4 different companies producing albums, the LPs, so you can get some companies produce better quality, I guess, and they're worth more, like Columbia.
Yeah, Columbia Records, Atlantic Records,
Yeah.
a lot of them, and of course, Muscle Shoals. If you find any of them, they're probably some of the best pressed records
Oh yeah,
ever. I don't know.
everyone
how.
we've ever bought has been, no matter how old it is,
Just
the
good
sound quality
quality.
is impeccable. So anyway, I feel like we're fucking talking too much. Let's go
Maybe.
ahead and play song 2.
Also, I don't quite get what Booth Pioneers means, but I really fucking love those two words together.
We're at, if you didn't know, Sugar Bear, this is an exit only crowd. I hashtagged exit only mob and exit only squad years ago. I've been pushing that hashtag for many years, and I'll stand by it. I stand on that. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and listen to, what was song 2?
Song 2 is gonna be I Got You.
I Got You from War on the Platinum Funk album, and then we'll be back. And as I was about to say, the link is in the chat. We will be opening the floor for a panel discussion after we get done.
For sure.
Well, after we get done. So, there's that.
Ready?
Yep. Yeah, that was a little disappointing, honestly. Not quite funky. Maybe like a funky Sunday afternoon where you're, not having to do shit. Kind of laying in a hammock, enjoying the springtime weather. Maybe a light rain. Not really funky though.
Well,
Not my kind of funk.
I feel
anymore.
like this shouldn't have gone on the Platinum Funk album.
That should have been on jazz.
I
If
think
it's not,
you said it was on Jazz.
it seemed
so-
very familiar, but it also seemed it had the same vibe as City Country City,
for sure.
where it just kind of starts off, one
Rising.
mood changes, slows down, and then goes back.
It was very jazz driven. I mean, the chords were definitely
What's up, Lisa?
complex.
Yeah, a little
We're
disappointing.
not on camera right now.
Oh, we're not either, are we? I do this shit all the fucking time. He's like, we're not on camera.
I had to
So
say
yeah,
something or else it would have stayed
that
that
was
way.
song number 2 on Wars Platinum Funk. It does sound like a song that I've heard before. I'm not sure what album it would be on. But anyway,
It's kind of giving me like late night city vibes more than
it
anything.
was cool. It was relaxing, you know. It's kind of like something you'd want to hear in a sauna at a
Maybe,
in a
yeah.
day salon
For sure.
while
I
you're
see it.
getting, you know, a mud mask and, you know, getting your nails did and shit, pedicured.
Having someone just fucking like knee into your back.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, appreciate y'all in the chat. Everybody holding the chat down, making the party live. Because that song damn near put me to sleep. Like
We're gonna try the next one.
it wasn't
I mean-
bad. It was very relaxing, but it just kind of not the mood I was trying to bring. We're gonna give song number 3 a chance, and we'll be back. If it's really really bad, I don't expect it to be. There's not many war songs that are bad.
Well, I don't think it was bad. It was just wrongly set. This
it's
isn't
not funky. That
This
wasn't
isn't
funky.
the mood. No,
That wasn't funky.
Now imagine that song in a different war album. You know what I mean?
Right.
That would be fucking great.
I think I've heard
yeah.
it in a different war album.
It would
This-
line up probably pretty fucking well.
This
but
must be why they only released this on LP in the UK.
They knew the
re-released the same album over. You know what I mean?
They knew the UK could handle what the Americans couldn't.
I'm gonna have to compare the song list to the other albums that I have. See what the deal is. Song number 3 sounded interesting though. If I remember the name, I remember it intrigued me.
We're looking at L.A. Sunshine.
L.A. Sunshine.
Yeah, that does sound like a pretty nice fucking.
Hopefully that's a more funky tune. Bring the energy level up a little bit.
At least in the center of what we just heard.
Right.
Because the first
Somewhere
one
in
was
between.
Nice, real funky, and then real slow. So maybe this will be a combination.
Maybe. I guess we'll find out together, right? Like I said, appreciate y'all in the chat, and we'll be back.
See y'all in a minute.
Every day the same. Me grooving. Every day the same. Me grooving. Got no time. Keep moving. Got no time. Keep me moving. Me get high off the sunshine. Me get high off the sunshine. LA is my hometown. It's a funky town. LA is my hometown. It's a funky town. Get on down, get on down, get on down. Get on down, get on down, get on down. In my funky town. In my funky town. my funky town. Get on down, get on down, get on down. Get on down, get on down, get on down. In my funky town. Oh yeah. In my funky town. Get on down, get on down, get on down. Get on down, get on down, get on down. Get on down, get on down, get on down. Get on down.
What's up, Snowball, man? It's been a minute. I seen didn't you do a couple streams selling some LPs, some 45s or something like that recently? Thought I'd tuned in and watched one of those. Anyway, yeah, it's good to see you. We've been bouncing around through a couple of channels because motherfuckers are hating, trying to get our beautiful music channel taken down. So we're over here trying to
right now.
avoid a third strike on our music channel. As soon as those strikes disappear, we're gonna be going back over there and pretty much abandoning this shit. But luckily, it's still floating right now, and luckily we have room for strikes over here.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. I think I watched one or two of your your LP sales or whatever. Anyway, as I was saying, I remember you from when I think our first one of our first music streams.
Dude, yeah, one or two.
Been around the whole time, and sorry if you missed our shows because we've moved,
channels, but
not only channels, but we went from afternoons to evenings to late night.
oh
and,
yeah, dude, our schedules have been fucked up.
Hopefully, soon everything will be. Oh look at us, not even on camera again. You didn't even say nothing that time.
Oh no, I didn't notice. So that's on the both of us. At this
Hopefully soon that'll be leveling out, and we'll have something more static every week, so people will, it'll be a little more dependable. I still like Thirsty Thursdays, but I know that one stream a week is enough. So if we had a good stream on Wednesday, we might as well just wait till next week. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Thirsty Thursdays are kind of just a backup plan if we miss a Wednesday.
Right. Just wanted to say, Snowball, I fucking get it, dude. YouTube AI, both in the like fucking bot reporting and fucking just YouTube AI uploads in general. We've seen major artists start uploading AI shit. And it's just like,
just claim you have anxiety, Sugar Bear. It'll work. It worked for me.
I think AI is cool in some ways, but I also don't like it introduced into art form. That's not the place for it. My personal opinion, though.
Dude, I tried to sell a stack of LPs the other day, and they didn't even offer me any money on it. Of course, it was a record store. They're gonna try to lowball me, and I'm sure they knew that I was wanting at least a decent amount of money for what I had. So I'm about to start trying my hand on selling LPs on Discogs because they have they have that option. What I need to know is if it's got it built in, if the whole system's built in to where it configures the shipping and all that costs. You know what I mean? Because that's going to be something that I don't really care to fucking worry about. You know what I mean? Trying to figure out how much shipping costs it'll be to ship something around the world. And also the packaging for shipping and all that shit. I don't really want to get into that shit, but I'm tempted to.
Real quick, Snowball, check out the YouTube creators page. You should be able to see what uploads have gotten fucked up and which ones haven't. Just by the way.
Dude, YouTube, our thing is we're not even trying to monetize.
No, we're just here for the vibe.
That's why we don't bother you know, it doesn't bother me to play copywritten music and for them to claim copyright or whatever, you know, even if we got enough views for it to matter, let them have whatever, you know, money that's due to them for that. This is more just, I don't know, something to do. I've been participating in YouTube drama for 8 years.
I'm putting that all on you.
Or I had.
I'm boxing this
I,
in over
I,
here.
I only dabble in it now just for fun. But my main focus is, you know, playing guitar. He's teaching me how to play bass, and we're trying to get a band together. You know what I mean?
Get shit going
Get
in
a
some
sound
way or
together.
another.
And if anything, we're just really enjoying the process and taking our time with it. You know. But yeah, I don't ever plan on monetizing, or I don't ever expect to make any money off of YouTube. I don't think that that's really
Not off YouTube.
feasible at this point without, you know, offering some more type of, you know, service or commodity, which
My goal is to make it off music, man.
yeah.
Just music.
Well, yeah,
alone.
and
I
once
wanna make
we're
my
putting out
paycheck off
our
that,
own
dude.
shit for real, you know, then it's going to be something that, you know, can't nobody take from us, right? We'll already have that solidified before we introduce it. So, that's something that I need to learn while he learns more on his side is the music management side of it, so that
Well-
I can help him protect his work. Because, dude, it ain't about me at all. It's just about supporting him and being there for him and enjoying time with him. And you know, because he's way more talented than I am. I've got a natural ability, but nothing like what he's shown to have. So
I'll put it down as straight as humanly possible. I love playing. I fucking love playing instruments. Just whatever instrument is given to me, I will learn how to use and play it. But I get really frustrated myself at recording and producing, which is why I'm trying to go to college for that sort of thing. And alongside that, I'm really bad at advertising myself, promoting myself. I can't do that at all because I can't see myself as somebody up on the front page, whereas somebody runs
actually touring
Yeah.
and actually being on stage.
right, which I
doing
want to
shows.
do, but it's hard for me to like promote myself as that. So I need a little
And
help.
also
in those
how to
fucking-
get there without getting anally raped by the
dude.
system.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
be an
Like,
artist without getting fucked.
yeah, or, you know, compromised, and, you know, it's just it's a sick industry that, you know, I'd like for him to be part of and involved in, because this is what he wants to do. If he chose to do something else, I'd be supporting that. You know what I mean? But most of all, I don't want him to compromise his ethics and regret, you know, anything because he wanted to get a deal or he wanted his name out there.
Which is
Because it's more what I keep reminding him. It's more like the fact that you can do what you can do, something that takes up your time that you don't realize time has passed while you did it. And if you're doing something like that with your time, it doesn't matter whether you're actually getting paid or not. You know what I mean? The pay is a bonus, but in the process, you didn't dread your moments. You weren't fucking miserable in your moments,
for
and
fucking
and
sure.
and in that time period, if you look up and for a breath of air and you realized 8 hours has passed, then you have to realize that this is something that you really enjoy doing, and that's what's important
Down to
about
the heart
life.
on that.
As long as you're doing something you really enjoy, you know, it doesn't matter. The good things will come to those that are good. You know what I mean?
Real quick, by the way, Snowball, that's fucking sick. Genuinely fucking sick.
Right. They got us with the Eagles, and I knew better when I uploaded the Eagles in the first place that they were going to get a hit. But they stayed up forever. Like,
Oh, dude, yeah,
dude,
they didn't get caught
the
for
Eagles
a minute.
had several hundred views apiece,
I
And
think it was one of these nights that got us caught.
maybe,
Too.
yeah, it was two of them, and after the second one, I took 'em- I
Yeah.
took the rest of them down before they could get us on them. But yeah, I remember getting struck from the Eagles trying to play them on stream years ago. You know, my first few streams or whatever, I remember trying to play the Eagles and getting strikes, and so I knew better. We know there's certain artists that are just straight up. You're not gonna use their shit.
Dude, Billy Joel were kind of
Yeah. But
iffy about.
what's
We're not
crazy
sure how that's
is
gonna work.
there's been independent artists that I tried to promote here on this channel or on our music channel that struck us. Oh,
like twice as hard.
Struck us for using their shit when all we was doing was trying to promote their stream and like promote their music. Like, hey, check out these guys. So I was like, dude, after I got a strike from them, I was like, well, fuck you, motherfuckers. Like, dude, I've been over here hollering out these dudes' names on stream, talking about, hey, these guys are actually pretty good. Y'all should go check them out. Here's a link to their shit, all that. And just because I fucking played a song or two that they did on their, you know, in their garage or wherever the fuck they had that little scene set up in somebody's fucking front room. You know what I mean? Like, dude, yeah, it was. I was like, so you know, if artists are like that, then I just don't. I won't promote them. I do a lot of free promotion for people, man, as long as they're cool. You know what I mean?
Right. Also, Snowball, to what you're saying right now, the like general depression that can come from touring and that sort of shit. It's more so. I want a dedicated crowd. I don't want a popular crowd that will dip me at any given moment if they just hear about shit.
I want a
You know what I
sublime
mean?
crowd.
For
I want
sure.
to, you know
Ones
what I
that
mean?
just keep
I was just
going.
watching a video from the lady from Fleetwood Mac. What's her
Oh
name?
shit, dude.
I
Yeah,
can't
you got
remember
me
her
on-
name
You got me on that
because
one.
I'm stoned. The hell's her name?
God damn, good names, by the way.
She's talking about how coked out she was on tour and shit, and how fucking horrible she felt all the time. And yeah, Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Tier 5. She's there was just a YouTube short where she was talking about her drug struggle, and how if you went even as a international artist, when they would go to Australia, I think it was, she said you couldn't take drugs with you there because it's like, dude, you won't
You don't
leave
fuck with
Australia.
Yeah.
They'll fucking probably arrest your ass and never let you out. But so she was talking about how she dealt with, coming off of drugs and trying to make sure she could find drugs as soon as she got into Australia. And I was like, man, if you're that miserable, with the music,
Right.
that's what artists are gonna do. They're gonna fucking turn to alcohol and drugs.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe as long as you're not into the point where you're not enjoying yourself, you're not gonna you're not gonna need
Right.
chemicals to keep the party going.
What's
per se.
the point of playing the same song
Yeah.
every night if you hate the fucking song?
Because
Why
like I
not
said,
try
dude,
to-
we'll
yeah.
sit here and just throw on random songs on the playlist and just enjoy, 3 or 4 hours just slipping by and not even realizing it. You know what I mean? Just trying to get into the groove of where we can play something that makes sense with what we hear and shit,
Right, and I've heard the starving artist shit. I knew when I wanted to do music, everyone was telling me that I was just going to go poor and die poor, and I was kind of okay with it from the moment I heard it, because I knew that it would kind of keep me bound. I don't want to be fucking fuck you rich, you know what I mean? I want to have something that's played 100 years after my death. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's the ultimate point. I don't care if it takes my whole lifeline to make that one song that is played for a fucking 100 years, but I kind of want to be just someone that isn't known in the moment but known after.
Dude, he's into more jazz music than even I am. He loves all of the
Jazz, funk, soul,
yeah, all the horns. He can
blues,
play
rock.
all the horns. He's what?
Oh, slow down.
He can play, dude. They call.
I love horns.
He earned.
I do love
he
fucking trumpets and shit.
he earned the nickname from his classmates in high school, Jack, for Jack of all trades, because there wasn't anything that you could throw at him that he couldn't figure out how to play.
I was picking up other.
So you know he downplays his ability, but like I said, dude, we watched him buy 2 drum kits on his own before we even got emotionally involved. Like, dude, the kid was on it, dude. You know, like I said, he owns several types of horns. He owns an electric drum kit or a full drum kit.
Electric kit for practice, full drums.
We've got several guitars. We've got several violins and fucking just all kinds of shit.
Gear alone doesn't matter because, in my opinion,
no, but he can play them all. That's what I'm
if
saying.
you have the best gear, it's called like a dentist.
He can play all of that shit, though.
That sort of shit, but that's fair, T5. That is 100% fair.
Yeah.
And I mean, I kind of want that sort of shit that people don't recognize. Like, every song I want to have a genuine meaning and not just something to throw in an album to complete the album. Kind of like, I don't know, there are a lot of people that did a lot of concept albums, which are more storyline than they are actual, like, song-to-song albums. Kendrick Lamar, Tyler, the Creator, more come to mind, but you know what I mean. I don't know where I was completely going with that, but I kind of want every song in the album to have a overall meaning within the album.
And I want every song to be fucking hard as shit and
so
grungy
hard,
and fucking just funky and like muddy. I want mud funk. We want that southern mud funk. That's the vibe I want.
Mud funk with some soul, like some genuine, you can feel the artist dripping blood into that piece. That's what I want people to feel from what I'm playing. And I mean, I've taken lessons, not in them quite anymore, but at the same point, to anyone looking to learn music in any way, shape, or form, don't be scared to get a lesson. A lesson will help you out way more than just looking at YouTube or fucking staring at a screen. I'm just being honest there because you get genuine help.
Did you read that comment from Snowball? Snowballa?
Exactly. Right. And I don't mind if I end up the person with like, you know, a bass guitar and a glass of wine at like fucking 1 o'clock just playing to the open air. You know what I mean? If that's the artist I'm meant to become, then I would like to get there. But it's more so, what is the artist I want to become? That's the question that I'm kind of centering myself around right now. You know what I mean? Because I could, of course, just be the hobby artist and like build myself up.
Oh no, he's Tier. He's into the fucking science of, you know, harmonics and all that
just
shit.
Theory, if you
music theory in general. Yeah, he's been getting it in deep with that shit.
Any seventh chord is my fucking favorite.
He comes home and tries to show me some shit, and I'll let him show me just a little bit, and I'm like, all right, that's enough for now. Come back later. Let me fucking stick with that for a minute. And so I'm learning quite a bit too, but he's way more advanced. These kids are fucking smart, man. They have the capacity. These younger generations have the capacity. If you've seen some of these musicians online, dude, some of these kids online,
look, I know
they are fucking insane. Like their technique is impeccable. It's like, right. What the fuck? Where did you come from? You know what I mean?
We don't quite promote TikTok over here, but if anyone on here has a TikTok and is on the music side, you'll see some of the most fucking outrageously good artists that are not on the radio, are not being heavily promoted, and are not in the industry.
Yeah.
And for some reason, if you're a drummer, drum and bass seems to be the biggest fucking genre right now. Just playing in the pocket, keeping it fucking going.
It gives me hope, Tier 5, because there for a while, man, like mumble rap
Oh,
And-
dude. Hey.
And dude, there was just so much going on. All these whiny kids. There was
The end of the millennials.
the fucking Jonas Brothers or whatever the fuck those guys'
The
names
Island
were.
Bros.
The Jonas Brothers.
Oh, Jonas Brothers.
Yes,
in
when they were
general.
running
Okay.
shit, dude, there was just this weird moment where everything was just turning to shit, man. But it's turning back around, man. There's some hope. There's some new artists coming out. Some real good rap artists that are being pushed.
That's the weird thing is for a long time you just kind of had to sit with that rap album that you liked because you couldn't quite branch out. For us, I mean, for me in general, it was Kendrick Lamar, but I know you breached out a little bit.
I think Kendrick's fucking hit on what was the song called?
Which one, new or old?
The first fucking major hit he did on Dreezy, Drake.
Oh, whenever he literally started talking to Drake's kid saying, hey, if you see this in 18 years, you're going to be, like, you got to listen to this ship.
Yeah, I don't know.
Was
whichever,
it Meet the Grams? I think it was.
Was it Meet the Grams?
Meet the Grams was the first, I'm
I
pretty
think, yeah, when their first beef first really came out, I think that's when things started coming back.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what I mean?
Because, dude, I swear to God, listening to Meet the Grams for the first time, you've probably seen everyone else's reaction, but it felt like Drake or Kendrick wanted to fucking murder him.
Oh, dude.
It felt murderous.
No, you said it correctly on that GNX album.
Mm-hmm.
He's growling. He's
dude,
growling
and if
the
you
entire
listen-
fucking album, dude. He's like,
If you listen to
just
Kendrick
fucking
at all,
growling, dude.
you know he's talked about murder in the past with just a clear tone, straight upbeat tone, but he started
Bro, that
talking to
shit was
Drake.
fucking raw, dude. GNX is a damn good album. I didn't know.
Get that shit on vinyl if you can.
I
Come
wondered
on.
how he was going to top Damn, but he did. He topped Damn with GNX.
That's
Yeah,
dude.
absolutely.
That's completely fair.
Yeah, absolutely.
Current shit doesn't matter, and I really hated hearing like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter being used as like nouns in rap songs. That shit fucking sucked.
Oh, most
Especially,
most of it's crap.
Dude.
Most of the chick rap is crack.
Dude,
The fucking
I mean, look, give Nicki Minaj her crown, but everyone else like
what do we call it? What do we call that type of rap?
Ratchet
Ratchet rap.
Ratchet rap.
Yeah, ratchet rap is trash.
Oh,
we-
dude, that's fair.
We
bad.
was making jokes about it. I don't remember when it exactly happened. If it was in the late '80s or the early '90s when music videos started turning to soft porn.
It had to be 90s because that's the moment I remember like every fucking thing from
Yeah.
rock to rap.
Because I
to
remember
fucking-
the first few rock songs, the first few rock videos was the band playing on a stage and the camera showing the band and then maybe the
Right.
crowd and then the band and then maybe the crowd.
Mhm.
And then sometimes they would have like a movie playing it, flipping in the background, like a storyline movie, going on and shit. But it wasn't, dude, at some point, man, it just started turning to softcore porn. And that's basically what all rock and rap is now.
Well,
and-
it was because for some reason around like 20.
Well, yeah, it's starting to turn back, dude.
2013, 2014, something happened and everyone started adding weird abstractness to their music videos. I guess there's a fight going on in the chat that I'm...
Oh, it's all good. It's just a debate. Hey, y'all are welcome to panel up and
Yeah,
have a debate
anybody.
over music, man. Because, dude, honestly, there was a very large portion in time where I called the bastardization of rap.
Yeah.
A lot of that shit that I don't even fucking listen to
Dude,
anymore.
it was
You know
all
what
the-
I mean?
It was all the lils. You get the lils out of here.
I went through at some
Besides Lil
point, I
Wayne.
believe in my mid 30s, and I just got rid of all the gangster rap from the 90s out of my general playlist
Well, you
because most of it's trash, and I got daughters, right? And I've got a wife.
Yeah, you can't be
and-
talking about no
right.
bitches up in
And
a
dude,
household full of women, dude.
you're repeating this shit in your car, at full blast,
Yeah.
bitch may come out at the wrong time, and you may not mean to say that, you know what I mean, or the N word or whatever, dude. So it's like, dude, the while still enjoying rap in general, and I enjoyed what it did, for the time period or whatever. I don't fucking beat a lot of that shit, dude. You're not gonna hear me beating that shit at a stoplight anymore.
You will
Like,
for me. I'm gonna be honest. I fucking love rap still.
I just don't listen to a lot of the crap rap. You know what I
No,
mean?
not that shit, but anything with a good storyline.
Yeah,
I'm down
there's a
for,
lot
dude.
of there was a lot of socially conscious rap, dilated peoples, dead presidents, fucking
I liked where Outkast and of course I'm gonna keep fucking mentioning Kendrick because that's my favorite hip hop artist. But at the same point, they really did it well in telling a full story from start to finish within 2 to 3 minutes. That shit is fucking
oh
crazy.
yeah, quality for real. Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Well, there was also there's a band that a rap group that I've uploaded, Poor Righteous Teachers. I've got one of their albums.
Great fucking people.
Who was Q-Tip with? Tribe Called
Yep.
Quest. There was a group that Busta Rhymes was with.
Right.
Not Naughty by Nature. All of those bands weren't that bad compared to basically all the crap that came out of fucking Death Row Records
Yeah.
and
I
what
was
came
gonna
after
say,
that shit.
Snowball, dude, you know that fucking Ice Cube was outed as not even a gangster for all of the gangster rap he was fucking pushing?
Yeah, he's like the most palatable black
Dude,
guy
yeah.
now in the industry, basically. Yeah. He admitted that he was never a gangster in the first place. At least
Just
he
did it for the
admitted it.
act, yeah.
At least he admitted
That's-
it.
dude,
You know
that
what I
is-
mean?
oof.
Like
Snoop,
he just
yep.
had the right look, dude. He just had the right look.
You're completely right about that.
Naughty
Snowball.
by Nature inspired a lot of groups, man. Two Live Crew. There
Dude,
was
yeah.
man. There's just so many that just kind of got thrown on the wayside and forgotten about.
Well, Buried
know?
to Time is a whole different
Yeah.
ball game when it comes to music. Because that happens out of fucking nowhere. If someone makes one album that's better than yours, dude, you're under the water. No one fucking listens
Rakim.
to your shit.
Yep.
At least within that year.
Anyway, yeah, we're actually planning for my birthday going back to the Monkey Feet where we were originally sponsored by, and gonna do a trip there for my birthday. So I'll have some really cool LPs. Not this next week, but the week after, or the week after that, whenever after my birthday happens.
And we're still planning a trip to Muscle Shoals. That shit's still
Yeah,
on
we're
the-
still
yeah.
that's in the long run. Muscle Shoals trip, which we
maybe.
will definitely be doing some live streams, podcasts. I guess
We
you would
gotta
call them,
get
or
the
whattever.
feel from down there. At the very least. Because
That's after we get our shit together.
I'm a
right?
person that believes in spirits, and I know Muscle Shoals has a spirit there. Don't know whose the fuck it is, but they take over.
Yeah, y'all remember colors. That's all I remember from that song. Colors. Yeah, we're big Muscle Shoals fans,
Huge
dude.
fans.
We've been that's
That-
one of the
yeah.
first things we started
sparked
looking
us.
for when we got into LPs 6 months ago, was looking for particular original artists. I've got at least 15, maybe 16 Muscle Shoals albums, if not more by now.
Yeah,
I know I had at least a dozen or so before I
I know
quit
I
counting.
have a couple, so that may up
Yeah.
your number a little more.
Yeah, we're always looking out for Muscle Shoals albums. Hang on one second, our dogs are coming back. We're gonna go ahead and put another song on. Just go ahead and put
Yeah.
on the first song from side 2.
Real quick, the thing with music is you have to really understand if you want to like love it or if it's going to rule your life, sort of thing.
I assume Tier 5 has watched the Muscle Shoals documentary.
That, I mean, yeah.
Dude, I tell you what, if you can watch that documentary and not come away getting emotional, you don't fucking love music, man. That fucking documentary is one of the best documentaries ever made, and it's free on YouTube. You should fucking watch that shit. Anyway, we're gonna play a song. I think my wife might be coming in. I need to check the front door. We're gonna go ahead and play. What are we playing from side 2?
We're playing first song side 2, which is River Niger.
River Niger. All right, we'll be back.
Just for a minute, Snowball. I didn't mean no disrespect. For real. I'm coming to the realization myself of if I want to really push myself as an artist and do this as a living, or if I'm
Yeah, he was trying to talk to you, Snowball, but I don't think y'all could hear him over the music.
I was just saying no disrespect from what I said earlier. I'm just kind of in that headspace too where I'm not 100% sure if I'm wanting to be like a full out artist doing fucking international shows and shit, or if I just want to upload my shit and see where it goes. So I didn't mean it like, I don't know how it came off is what I'm trying to say.
Shit. Like I said, the link's in the chat. I'm gonna keep the floor open for a few more minutes.
Yeah, we got like 1 or 2 more songs on this album. So
Yeah.
it's up to y'all.
Might as well go ahead and play song number 2 because we're getting up on about an hour and a half. I like to keep these kind of short unless we're gonna have a panel. So the link is out there. You have anything else you want to say?
No, I'm good. Thanks, Twinsy, for the fucking intermission as well.
We're gonna go ahead and play song number 2 from side 2, and we'll keep the floor open in case somebody wants to join. And we'll be back.
Oh.
Twinsy shows up in your face, and you have to show her attention.
Yeah,
You don't.
I'm kind of stuck here for like half a minute.
You don't get away with it. You don't get away from her.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
All right, we'll be back.
think about giving. There's a fortune in your little hand. Then you'll receive more pleasures to add to your working plan. Go tell it to your lover. Don't be the one who turn and ran. You can move ahead a little farther. Then you'll have a working plan. Slowly we walk together, joining hands and little hands. We turned and kissed one another. We have a working plan.
Just keep it playing. That song sucked. That song was not funky. That dude, I gotta say, after waiting for 3 weeks for this platinum funk album, it's a decent album, but
Could be worse.
yeah, it's not funky.
To say that Christine thing, I did read the book, and I'm gonna have to go back and, just like he's saying, reread it, because I want to take that into account, for sure. I don't know the name of this fucking song. Here's the song.
This one sounds a little funkier. Hey, we're going out with this one, y'all. Take care. We'll see you next week.